Ah, yes, finally home. Something's off with my mansion. Ah, yes, that's better. Hey, and welcome back to 100% Minecraft, where I play and complete every single version of Minecraft before updating. We are still in the Halloween update, and even after last time's blunders, I am mostly done with this version. Obviously, I still have set a limit to how often I actually want to update, which means we're going to spend some time in this version, and I actually have a lot of plans for this area still. It's been some time, so let's talk about this boat elevator. I built this one last time I was here, and obviously then there were like multiple episodes completely unrelated to this. I kind of changed the layout. Last time we had like this U shape here where like the boats would come up here and then go around, and it kind of worked, but the boats constantly broke. Here's the thing. I have not tested this since I have updated, but before then this was actually extremely consistent. Currently I'm just gonna, take a ride here. At least last time I tried this, you would just drop here, land in the water, and as long as you're not pressing anything, you would get moved back into the other water stream, get up. There's another boat. We're going to talk about the other boat there in just a moment. But you would end up here again. If you get out, the boat normally actually makes it around multiple times. Like if you look down there, there's like the other boat is currently moving. Where's the first boat? Yeah, so there was like another boat there. This is like one kinda quirk with like this design here. So this boat is going to fall down and get up for all eternity, basically. Well, until I unload it. And if I unload it and it's currently like in the middle of like the water stream over here, it just gets stuck. That's sadly like just how it is. Sometimes they break, but only if I actually leave. At least was like that in the last version. But yeah, this definitely means that I can climb up here a lot easier as long as I have like a boat, or I am just staying in the area to keep the boat loaded. In both of those cases, this is a lot easier than before. Anyway, it might be time to finally build on my, let's call it estate over here. There are just like some weird quirks that I have noticed while living here. First of all, I am actually really high up. And this was something I was aware of before, but like just how high up, like I was starting to stack up here. And I was looking over to the tree and yeah, it's missing some leaves because this is literally the highest block I can go. Like if I try to place something else, it just doesn't work. I don't think I can even, yeah, I can't even place something like a torch up here. Both should technically be possible, but alas, I have already placed mine. And this is also finally the moment where I am going to upgrade my tools. Currently, I'm running around with like iron tools, and I technically still have like this cobble pick for some reason in my inventory. I'm still going to go for like iron armor, but I'm at least going to go for like diamond picks and stuff. I want to select other tools. This is actually what I gathered here while looking for spawners. Like I've been spending so many hours here just casually mining. Most of the time I'm ignoring a lot of the resources even. Like I didn't even bring all the coal I could find. Obviously I just have like limited space here. But every single time I went into the caves, I tried to keep the diamonds in like their own space. And as you can see, like my first trip was like 36 diamonds, and afterwards was just like so low. To be fair, I'm not really mining, like strip mining to find diamonds. I'm mostly just, or like I was at least running around trying to find some spawners. But at this point, let's just combine all of them. We actually have like over a stack of diamonds over here. And we also have like a few of them left at the Tower of Progress. I didn't actually bring them. But that means that I'm actually finally feeling like it's time to get a diamond pick. And maybe even a shovel. And while we're at it, I actually am just missing some sticks. And actually a diamond. I'm just gonna get like a diamond axe as well. And maybe a sword. You know what? Time to splurge. It's been so long since we started this world. It just might be time. Look at that. I'm basically rich now. Anyway, this is definitely going to help with today's project. Today is finally going to be the day where I build a base. And today is also going to kind of mark the point where I finally decide on a style. I have mentioned before that I kind of want to go into the direction of like a proper alpha and beta base, like kind of with the building style there, and I definitely want to do that for like this first main base, but I'm not really sure like how it's going to look otherwise. I just know that I kind of want to use the verticality. I do have some projects in mind that I will probably not start today just because they take too much time and I have to incorporate into the space. But overall, I feel like we can just start, kind of. I do know that I want to get like some kind of tower up here. Right, like I have this little dirt pillar here and I would like to have a spot where I can just look over the entire map here. I feel like I'm kind of going to do something with this mountain over there because it's also like in between this and the Tower of Progress, and I have like some ideas for that one, but for now it's just going to be focusing on this one. And I really hope that we can get like a style down. The biggest issue that I'm kind of facing is the block palette, because we don't really have a lot. Like we could probably get some iron blocks in. We have wood, we have stone, we technically have smooth stone. I cooked some up here, and we also could make some slabs. And we still have like those textures for those. By the way, did they... No, they didn't actually make any changes. So like, for example, pressure plates still exist. So we can't make wooden slabs, for example. Wait a second, isn't this the patch as well where they finally fixed stairs? I'm actually not sure, because I always struggled placing them correctly. And now they should... Yeah, perfect. They finally work the way they should. Because previously, whenever I placed them, there was like a good chance that they were just turning into another direction. Now I can finally use stairs properly. That was, by the way, also the reason why the previous storage room had a hole in the roof. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of this little tree here. This is actually going to take quite a while, just because I also have to break all the leaves, since leaf decay still doesn't work yet. Well, that took most of a day already. But for now, I would like to get some grass up here, because obviously we can't move it that easily later on. I'm not sure where the ground level should be. I feel like this is actually decent because it still gives me the chance to build up just slightly. I'm gonna start here. And yes, for now I'm just gonna bring out the most basic of building styles, where I just put some logs into the corners and otherwise have like this little plateau here. I would like this to be more of a garden area later on, but this is like just a very basic shape for now. There's actually this building style that I used to have some success with in the past when I wasn't really sure on anything yet, where I just wanted to have like some shapes, where I just start off like building some cubes and rectangles every once in a while and then connecting them a little bit. Because I feel like if I get like a long hallway over here, that would actually be really nice, and I don't actually have to think about too much if I just build it out of dirt for now. And then I can connect it to this area over here. Is this the right height? Maybe I'm gonna go down like one. Like I'm going to remove those trees. I'm really unhappy with those. I just wanted to have like some greenery here, but I have to reconstruct the stuff over here anyway, because like the wood was just a placeholder material anyway. Now the question is, should I be able to walk on this, right? Like currently this is the roof of the tunnel that I'm imagining down here. Should I be able to walk on this, or should this just be a slanted roof? I feel like a slanted roof would be interesting to see. And then have like a secret... Actually I have an idea. Okay, like imagine we have like a slanted roof here, just like roughly. But it would go like this, and then it would kind of end here. And this would actually be high enough so you can have like a one wide pathway here. You can just walk along. And obviously I'm getting attacked by creepers already. Yeah, that's like the main reason why I need a base, because since I can't skip the nights, they're kind of dangerous. I just don't want everything to be destroyed here. Anyway, if I have like this pathway here, then I can put some ladders over here. I don't have ladders on me, but like imagine some ladders so I can go up here, for example. And we still have like this overhang here. It could be nice. The question is, where would I start getting up here? I mean, I could just put a ladder down here, for example. Look at that skeleton. That would be an option. And we could also have like a pathway inside. Maybe this could be our storage room, like an open one. Like I do need to access storage a lot, and just having like a small one, right? Like I have like a double chest here. We can't stack them yet. Ouch. So this is actually kind of the perfect distance. By the way, the diamond sword is definitely an upgrade. I should probably talk about this. Some damage values just to have some fun with those while I'm here. So before, with the iron sword, I needed 3 hits for every single enemy. Now I only need 2, so this is like a vast improvement, and even better, animals only take like 1 hit. This was really annoying with like iron swords because they still needed 2 hits, and like the second hit was basically a waste. Okay, am I getting shot at, or was I imagining that arrow sound? I'm just gonna pretend that I imagined that. Oh wait, there is... Where did that arrow come from? Let's just ignore it. Okay, but imagine this roof over here, maybe mix like some wood. It's probably going to be mainly wood because we don't have like that many stairs. And then maybe just cobble stairs in between, or maybe I use some slabs. That could work. Maybe this isn't even my main storage, this could just be like bulk storage, right? Like I have like a double chest here. That was dangerous, like a double chest here, and then like another one next to that. And so on, where I just store like all my cobble, for example. So I have like a reason to come up here, or like to go around. It's still not a place where I have to go constantly, because like this outlook over here is probably going to be used every once in a while, but I mean, it's just like a nice place to stand, right? Get some seats here, something nice, and like some fences around. I kind of want to replace like this side of the entire hill with like wheat farms. Just because I like having food options, and wheat kind of grows slowly and we don't have bone meal yet. So having like a lot is probably both decorative and, you know, very useful. I don't really need to eat pork chops all the time. Like one of the main annoyances about pork chops is just that I can't stack, obviously. So it would be a lot easier to just have like some bread on me, especially because bread heals less. It sounds like weird, but like if I eat the pork chop now, it feels kind of like a waste because I'm still too healthy, basically. And having just bread which heals less, and I can bring like all the wheat with me instead of bread, is going to be a lot nicer. My question is that actually the right height? It's actually not too bad a height, I would say. Like to have this one be the top block. No, wait. I'm going one higher. Ouch. I feel like, okay, I did see a creeper that kind of distracted me. Where are you? Goodbye. I need, by the way, a lot more arrows. I have plans for that though. This might be something I regret because I don't get those stairs back, but if I use this height here, is that decent? It would at least be higher than what I have over here. Come on. I am busy, can't you see that? Also running out of arrows. Look at the sunrise. You're gonna burn in just a moment. By the way, did they fix slabs? Because before, if I broke this, I would only get back one of them. No, they're still broken, okay. Luckily it's just cobble. Is that the right height? I mean, it's like one higher now because I made some changes here, but does this feel nice? I'm actually not sure if chests can be opened when they are below stairs yet. Because I do know that like chests themselves are obviously solid in this version, which means that you can't open them if they are stacked, which is also why like my storage room looks that weird. Where did I leave my chests? Didn't I have like a bunch just a moment ago? Or was that like at the other base? It might have been. If I place a chest here, I can open it. Okay, that's actually great news. Which also means like if I place a block here though, I can't open them. Okay, so this is correct. This could make a decent storage room if I do it like this then. Just have storage like this. Since we can use stairs though, I can place them... No, wait, I need like a block to place this against. Let's place like a dirt block here and like this. That's perfect. And I can do the same on top. If I find the angle. Just like that. And then I can divide this. I don't know if I want to use logs, but let's just pretend I want to use logs here. Just like that. I feel like the logs could be a bit much. But maybe not. Then I can put like some torches here, light it up, and then I have like 2 chests here, and I can put some signs up there and down here. And if I wanted to, I could put slabs here, and I could still access the chest. It would even be a little bit easier. I don't hate that idea, actually. Another question is, I kind of would like to break this up a little bit. I'm gonna put like a crafting table here. And I'm gonna have these 5 white blocks, and then I'm gonna replace those stairs over here, and maybe put like cobble stairs in there for like 1 little row. I could replace those torches here actually then. Okay, like my idea is, let's have like something here, like a divider of sorts. Let's just pretend there's like cobblestone or something like that. Just to have it like more interesting, and have like the roof also replaced. That there's like going to be like a stairway of cobblestone basically. I mean, to be fair, it's not really a stairway, but you know what I mean, right? And then we could have like some light here. Something like this. Don't really know what I want to put here though. We could also put like a bookshelf or something here. I'm gonna think about it. We could also put like some bookshelves behind that. It should just be some divider, and then I'm gonna start this pattern again. So I'm gonna have you here. And then start with like the logs again. And then we have like 5 white, like a 5 white block. And I'm gonna put like 3 or 4 of those on top here. Wait a second, I could also just use this one for like ladders down. And these are at 1 point. Since those are like dividers, I definitely need like a way up. So if we got like a second one here, right? So it's 5 wide. So we would have this over here. And then here we could have a ladder down. Just to mark this, for example. Then we could have like 2 more blocks on the other side. I feel like this kind of is taking shape. I don't hate this. Yet. I'm also going to start to future-proof like my base. While it's kind of expensive, I'm going to need more ladders in the future, just because at some point we won't be able to just climb one of them. So just putting 2 of them, or like every single block is going to make this a lot easier. Obviously, currently I can still do this, right? And this is going to still be doable for a few more versions, but I would like to not be stuck somewhere in the future. Since I raised this is actually the perfect height. I don't even have to change anything in my design over here. That's nice. Obviously, this little dirt hut here is going to disappear soon. I mean, it's kind of getting late, but I definitely prefer having some dividers here, because otherwise it's just too much wood at once. Wooden planks just don't really work that well on like very large surfaces, just because they're so busy. You need like something to divide them every once in a while, in my opinion at least. And like once we have some signs there, we can actually, like we could add some decoration using the signs, like just using some ASCII art basically. Don't know if it's going to be perfect, but this could at least connect this a little bit. Obviously, like one of the issues we're still facing is, like for example, this roof. I would like to place a wooden slab below it, but this has not been implemented yet. You can only place them at the bottom slab for now. So it's kind of hovering in a way that I don't necessarily like, but that could be worse. Still can't place torches on top of fences. Now the question is this actually because I am just not allowed to place something on a fence, or is this because a torch cannot stand on them? Okay, I can just not place torches on them yet. Okay. So I'm just gonna place some here. I feel like this is going to be too dark in the center, just because we have like, I think those are light level 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. This is the absolute maximum that you can reach. So 8, 8, 8. Yeah, I need like some light in the middle. Maybe I should just have like another tower there? Maybe you can... No, I can't really grow a tree. It's definitely too low for that. Let's just put like a log there. It's fine. It's just going to be... Let's pretend this is like a seed, right? Like people can sit around this. Right, a little campfire. I mean, I could make a campfire out of this. We do have netherrack. I didn't bring it, but... This would light up everything here, but it could also spread like wildfire now that I think about it. I feel like fences are probably flammable. It's also a little bit too close to my storage for me to re-risk that. But I don't hate it. I mean, obviously you still can't sit in Minecraft, but like imagine some seeds here, right? Just sit in front of this. Just like that. Just pretend. And enjoy the night. Pretend this is a birthday cake. A chocolate one. Yummy. Next room is going to be the safe room, which is right below that, I guess, rooftop terrace that I've built. This is not called safe room because it's particularly safe, mainly just because it feels safe, like all the wool on the floor. I just want to use wool at some point. This might just be where I put like my plans for the different versions. But I might need a little bit more space, I don't know yet. This has to somehow get connected to that pathway here. Also, I'm going to try to build rooms that are not just 3 high. This is something I got so used to over all the years of playing. 3 high rooms, I mean, they're like the most efficient basically, right? You can run around and you don't bump your head even while jumping. But I don't know, I feel like 4 high is also kind of nice. I might just mix and match a little bit. The question is, how do I connect this? Like, this should still be connectable to the pathway over here. Like, obviously the chests are kind of in the way, but this is directly below this path, so it's actually too far to the side. So the door would have to be like at the very corner here. I mean, it doesn't have to be a proper door though. What if we have like an entrance that's like just like a diagonal basically, right? Like the door, like the room kind of just ends here instead of having doors. But I could even just use like diagonal doors, right? This is definitely a possibility. Now the question is, where do I place like all of these chests? I should probably get some glass smelting because I would like to have some glass walls here. Sneaky little bugger. This is why I need a base. I am so looking forward to being able to shift click items and chests. This is actually the first time that I'm properly placing glass in this world. I've not really used glass yet. Have I? No, I must have smelted some glass at least at the other base just for the museum, but I have not placed it yet, so I guess this is an achievement of sorts. Wow, it's so lifelike. Anyway, I'm almost reaching that time again of the video where I kind of have to end it. For now, I would like to just replace all of those blocks here, but I can do that on my own time. Next time, we're going to continue with a little bit of building. This is like... I like to kind of show off my process. I don't actually like building too much in creative. I tried that for like the storage room that we had, like the old base, but like generally when I'm playing Minecraft I prefer to just kind of go for it, right? Like it's a creative game, you can kind of just, you know, rebuild and like destroy everything that you had if it really doesn't work out, which is like the nice thing about it. And this also gives me like something to talk about like during the episode, obviously, like if I'm just talking about like my process here. Again, like the biggest issue in quotation, I'm gonna call like this an issue for now, is that I just am kind of limited with my block palette. And obviously all those years of playing like more modern versions, I'm obviously kinda not just used to, but also kind of spoiled by like all of the block choices that I have. And like kind of getting back into like the mindset of just having a few blocks and trying to make it work is going to be interesting over the coming few episodes and stuff. And by the way, this is not going to stay like the permanent storage. I feel like this is going to be like a bedroom mostly. I don't feel like this has like enough space for me to make like lists and stuff. I need like another place for that. But I also just need a space to hang out like at night where I can IFK until, you know, the sun rises again, because this is definitely not nice to sit around in. Sadly, this didn't really solve my problem with like all of these mobs here. I might just have to dig out like a trench around here so all the mobs fall inside of that one. Might be something for a future episode, but I have a lot of plans that I can work on, and we will see if all of this works out in the next episode, I guess. By the way, you can still slap through doors if I can actually... could you get them a little bit closer? Just like that. And they can't really attack you, which is really nice. It also only works if I'm like directly in front of the door. I'm like really scared of creepers then still. But if I'm like slightly off, then obviously I'm opening the door, which is really stupid and dangerous. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.